Indeed, that is the scoreline in this first quarterfinal of the 2023 Nedbank Cup. The Cup of Dreams has produced, well, a kind of half that has allowed the minnows here, that is Dondol Stars, to dream. They have more than held their own against their more illustrious opponents, 8-time winners of the Nedbank Cup. And, well, there are changes that are going to be happening. Jose Rivera would not have been a happy man. That is why Clement Erasmus has come on for a largely ineffective Terence Sugamanja. Pumuzo managers alongside me here this afternoon. I will get his thoughts in a moment. We'll get his thoughts in a moment on that change. It will be Pirates to get us back underway. Attacking the goals to the left of your picture. 0-0. Not quite the scoreline we expected after 45 minutes, but listen, it could easily have been 1-0 to Dondol Stars. Pumuzo Manenge, as I bring you in and get your thoughts on the change made by Jose Rivera.
Like for like in terms of the position they play. Clement Erasmus holds up the ball well, can bring midfielders into play. He positions himself well. He's a good finisher in the box. That's what he brings to this Orlando Pirates attack. 3 goals so far in all competition to go together with the 4 assists that he has. They need goals from him this afternoon. They need him to bring the offensive midfielders into play when Pirates are in the final third.
No changes yet from Dondol Stars, who immediately are asking questions there. Well, I tell you, they've played with... they've been disciplined. I mean, they haven't been lulled into getting too excited and getting carried away. Pirates got off to the brighter start and were working most of the early running. This man, Pasaka Mago, got away with one, some might say. A few people might have thought that, well, he should have been penalized there, or that foul should have been penalized for the penalty. No doubt, Dondol Stars, I can tell you, felt they should have had a penalty there. And the replays that we showed you seem to suggest he got away with one. So, how big a call will that prove to be in the greater scheme of things? An incredible half of first football in that first half for Pirates. Didn't get a single shot on target.
That would be something that was addressed in the change room. They will need Mayela to add a lot of numerical advantage going forward. They need Lamini to overload either side wherever Orlando Pirates are attacking. But let's give credit to the tactical discipline from Dondol. They always have 7 players behind the ball at all times, including Mnyambane and Munama in that midfield. They've been great in terms of blocking the passing lanes and frustrating Orlando Pirates from getting a shot on target this whole game so far.
Well, Chaide himself hasn't had a save to make. And that was, I think, if Dondol Stars were a little bit more clinical as well, when they did find themselves in some very good positions. Showed that man chasing Maela had himself an opportunity there where he just rushed it and then ended up pulling his shot wide. Sphamandla Gumede. Just trying to slow things down a little bit. Yeah. Can expect that, because this is a team that have already beaten 2 PSL sides, and they went all the way to penalties against Amazulu, and came away the winners. Came from behind in that game. As Lodge falls Mabu. Mabu looking to exact a little bit of his own revenge.
It's an interesting battle between the two, because you're expecting Lodge to be fouled by Mabu, but Mabu has joined the team whenever they go forward. He has been incredible at that right back position. Now forcing Lodge to defend against him, and that says a lot about the performance he has had so far in this game.
Mabu, aptly nicknamed the Sprinter. He's got a bit of pace about him down that right-hand side. Now, easy for China. Frustrated with the referee as well. They wanted to get on with it, Pirates there. And the referee instead wanted to have words And the Pirates now looking to play it out the back here with Maela. Skipper. Dondol again looking to put pressure on. Crossing to the middle from Lodge as Kermit Erasmus is sent tumbling. Not sure how much of a chance there was of that one being given, even if it were a pen. The team. Dondol Stars, of course, being a team from the third tier, had to take a very long route to get into the last 32, to get into the main draw. But that should be a yellow card, and it is going to be a yellow. It's going to be Marco. Raseko Marco gets the first Pirates caution. As bringing down Patlani there.
I think smart from Patlani. A correct call by the ref giving Marco the card, but Patlani is smart. But he draws a foul. That's what intelligent wingers or intelligent offensive players do.
Now, that's a difficult one there, but did well to just nod it down. A difficult header to control. The ball flew at him. Good work here. Good work done defensively by Nyamba. And, free kick for Pirates. Some distance out, but offers an attacking platform. Gumede, not the biggest goalkeeper, but he's shown that he positions himself well and is an agile goalkeeper. Saleng is lining it up. Oki is up in there. Gets up well as Koki. And puts it on the roof of the net. Tapelo Koki. One goal for him this season, Tapelo Koki.
Good ball coming from Saleng. Good service, but Koki does not get over the ball. He tries to beat the ball at the highest point. A goal already this season, but that goal coming from the penalty spot. Yet to score from open play for Orlando Pirates.
Crossing from Mabu. There's a man slipped there in the box. And that should be a corner as Nomala tried to get it in to the middle.
One thing about Dondol, what I've observed about their fullbacks, it's Nomala that is winning that corner for Dondol. Also Mabu, they've been given that license to go forward and join the attack whenever the opportunity arises. Sambo is one of those centre backs, very deadly aerially, so they need to watch out for him. Sambo, Baloi going up for that corner.
Sambo scored in Dondol's last league game in the league. He scored the winner. It was a 1-0 win over the Rumo. As the ball comes in and China, comfortable and confident catch and tries to get them moving quickly. Misplaced pass and easily read. Here come Dondol. Baraki Bafana Bawarra Ben, their nickname. Chawarifite goes their motto. and chase. It's a difficult one for Sphamandla. Oh, asking a lot from the goalkeeper Gumede, who showed neat footwork. Erasmus slips it through. Lodge! And there you go. That'll settle some nerves. Ngozi Lodge gets his third in the Nedbank Cup and makes a breakthrough for Orlando Pirates. And that's a brilliantly taken goal by Lodge.
Goal number 3 in the Nedbank Cup. In 3 Nedbank Cup games for Ngozi Lodge. Is that ball over the top? Look at Kemete Rasmus. There's questions of offside from the players of Dondol. When that ball goes to Ngozi Lodge, uses the right foot to control, the left foot to finish. He goes with a volley straight at the goalkeeper. The power behind that shot was unstoppable. Ngozi Lodge gives Orlando Pirates the lead. Will they continue from here? That's the big question. But an assist coming from Kemete Rasmus, who came off the bench to try and hold up the ball and bring the attacking midfielders into play.
2 goals in 2 matches then for Ngozi Lodge. His third in this Nedbank Cup. Enjoying himself. By the way, in the meantime, all the demonstrating. And all the demonstrating with the ref. Someone was booked for Dondol. We'll confirm that in a moment. Here they come. All right, word is now Dlamini gets the return. Now I think that goal will allow Pirates now to get in control of the game here. Dondol Stars, what will they do? How do they respond? I suppose really for them, they can just carry on doing more of the same. Maybe even be a little bit more adventurous as they go in search of an equalizer and, of course, risk getting picked off at the other end. But I would think that they would think it's a risk worth taking. They have a corner now, Dondol Stars. The man who was taking the corners normally not featured today. Oh, they've got an equalizer! Oh, the glancing headers and poor marking! And they've got an equalizer, Dondol Stars! It's a big man, Temu Makungo, who rises and meets it. And Dondol Stars, again, have come from behind against the big boys. Some poor marking in the box there.
Goal number 25 in all competitions. Rises the highest, missed that ball at the highest point. He just needs to redirect that ball. Good positioning. But you ask questions about the marking from Orlando Pirates. A Miguel team, a Toki, a Munari that is standing where Makungo is supposed to be. They don't go for that challenge. Makungo puts the ball in the back of the net. 25 goals in all competition. He's their go-to man. He's their target man. He has been getting balls in the ABC Motsepe. Dondol back in the game.
You can see why. They look to him. The man they call Figo. Former Tomo Cosmos player. Like another Figo we know. That played for Orlando Pirates. Well, what a game we have here. Let's see what they can do with that now. Chase. They never know when they're beating these Dondol Stars. Came from behind against Amazulu. They are preparing to make some changes. This Shimusi in conversation with Ramoni. Unbelievable stuff here at the Peter Mokaba Stadium.
The sharing of ideas on the bench of Dondol. The Orlando Pirates coach on his knees, watching the game and thinking what has just happened. Interesting game.
It didn't take long for them to draw level. Good defending had to do. There's a man coming from the blind side, and the safety first there from Sambo. In between the two goals, and again attacking that one there was Munari there, who would have had only his second of the season. This is his first game of the Nedbank Cup, by the way, for Tabang Munari.
Good delivery from Tembiko Lodge. You're looking at Munari, he checks, acts like he's going for that near post, missed the ball just in front of that penalty area. Unlucky not to get it on target, but it was a good delivery coming from Tembiko Lodge. Critical phase of the game is after when you've just got a goal. Pirates loses concentration. 3 minutes later, you're looking at Dondol coming back into the game. As we see some changes that is being made. Mabena withdrawn, but you can see the coach is smiling and hugging him, saying, I'm not making the change because of a poor performance. I'm making the change just for tactical reasons. You have ran yourself or your socks off. We need somebody else to come up and take the baton from you from here and run on.
And that is Nemashu Muchidze, Bobby, they call him, who is a winger. He can play either left or right. Dondol Stars also bringing on. They also bring on, there is number 10, Whitehead Nameka. Michael Makitula.
He plays well in between the lines. One of those experienced players in this Dondol team.
Paraskepa Makitula, here's from Alexandra. Again, they were making an appeal, a hopeful appeals there. He felt he was being pulled back immediately into the action. Was that man Muchidze. Namash. Now at the other end, Pirates looking to go back in front. Good work defensively there from the big man. Who's Sambo
is very important for them at centre-back together as Baloyi. The two centre-back pairing for Dondol do have the experience. You're looking at Baloyi having played for TTM and also Magezi. Looking at Sambo having played for Free State Stars and also JDR. That experience in the centre-back is very important in terms of controlling that back four and making sure that they keep Orlando Pirates at bay.
Now then, Boki. Now, let's see what Makitula can do. What is Kepe Makitula? Nice little ball here. Is he offside? Yes, he was. Just not checking his line there. Just offside. It was Namashi. Check this out. You can see he's offside.
It's the two men from the bench, Nemazi and Nemenga, trying to combine to open up that Pirates defense. Good command in terms of Koki, commanding that back four to step up at that moment. They step up, they time it so well. They also play a high line with pressure on the ball carrier, which is the way it's supposed to be done.
So Erasmus is brought down by Baloy. It's going to be a caution for Baloy. Frances Baloy, the big centre back, just you see pulling Kermit Erasmus back, and a right call from the referee. Definitely a cautionable offence.
That's what you need your front three to do as Orlando Pirates. Turn that defense, let them face their own goals. You've got the pace of Lodge, the pace of Saleng and Erasmus. Turn that defense and see what they have to offer in terms of pace.
It comes in. They clear their lines. Do Dondol Stars, but it's going to come back at them. Good work, well read there by Maloy, read that well. Dondol now trying to find a way out of their own half, just being pinned back. As the goal scorer there putting pressure on, looking to put the press on. And then we got the equalizer, Tebo Makungo.
There's a different attitude from the goalkeeper Gumede in the second half. He delays the restart all the time. He's trying to wind down the time. He's trying to drop the tempo for Dondol every time that the ball comes to him. Is he sending a message, Chiti?
Now, Saling being pushed backwards. It's been quiet by his standards, Munapule Saling. Dondol Stars. The regular home ground is out at the Metalneck grounds near Mamelodi. But they've had to be a bit nomadic for the Nedbank Cup. They played at FNB Stadium against Amazulu. It's a good ball. Who's in the middle? That's comfortably done by Baloy. So now here they are. As I said, spiritual home, if you like, for them. And they've done their work. There's a nice crowd out here as Salem looks to run onto this one. Shepherded behind before a goal kick. More good work in defense here from Dondol, this time from Sambo.
The tactical discipline from Dondol has impressed me this afternoon. Baloy and Sambo, in terms of guiding Orlando Pirates. Whenever one goes for the press, one is going for the cover. Mabu has been amazing at right back. Nomala at left back has also been impressive. But the key we need to speak about is Munama, the captain, in front of that back four, blocking the passing lanes.
You saw the crowd there. It's a very nice, it's a decent crowd in for this one. As I said, Dondol Stars, they've done their work as well. They're marketing the game. They went out to Malabo to drum up support. And there's going to be a caution here. Who is that for? Mayela. It's gone to Mayela. Let's see what happens there. I imagine he might have said something there, Mayela, because I don't see how that would have been a yellow card offense. It must have been for giving the ref a bit of lip. And Miss Makarima not having it, World Cup bound, of course. She'll be in New Zealand in less than 100 days' time. You'll be able to see all the action there from New Zealand and Australia, the FIFA Women's World Cup. Every match live on your World of Champions. Now, Dondol. Now, Loch looks up, looking for the run here, but not quite what he wanted. Not quite what he wanted.
What I love is that he's positive. He's asking for the ball in behind the defense. That is Thembiko Silosh, turning that defense, because we have noticed the lack of pace in the two center backs. So he needs to do that, and when he does those runs, you need an Erasmus to be bombing into that box. You need a Saleh to be bombing into that box, and obviously Zamin is going to support from behind, as we see Munari being fouled.
We were speaking about Dondol's goal scorers record there, but even at home, they've got a fantastic home record. They've only lost one game at home. Out of the 3 games they've lost this season, only 1 defeat has come at home. Again, not necessarily this round, of course. fact not at this ground.
They are the best defense in their league. They are the best scorers in their leagues. In their league, they've got the likes of Highlands Park, Cosmos, Pele Pele, M Tigers. So it's not an easy stream to be in, Titi.
61 goals that they've scored in their 23 matches. In the 33 matches. Now, this is looking good again from Dondol. And the block coming there from Maela. Stand well, the skipper. Good work from skipper Maela.
Dondol has the grip of the game. Dondol are controlling the tempo of this game. The confidence after getting that equalizer. And they keep booming forward. Nomala on the overlap again.
Miguel team, as ever, ice flowing through his veins. Oh, not the best pass there. Put a man under pressure, Monar, and they've got the free kick to Pirates. It's a good ball in. Yes, Alain is offside. Ball coming from Kolani Buneni on the far side.
It is the correct call. Saleng went early. He's in an offside position. He expected Lamini to be able to notice that Saleng is in an offside position. Don't give him the ball. Carry the ball. That extra touch, he will realize that he's in an offside position and he will come back into an onside position. But good high line that is being played by Baloyi and Sambo.
Now this is a good-looking ball again, trying to get in behind the defense here. Dondol Stars here. 20 minutes away from sending this game into extra time, looking to emulate the efforts of Baroka all those years ago, who at this very ground managed to reach the semi-final of the 2010-2011 or the 2011 edition of the Nedbank Cup when they beat Kaizer Chiefs. That day, if memory serves me, was 2-1. So it could be on. Technically, you could say that Dondol have been playing all their games away from home.
And you will be correct in saying that.
Played away to Super Sport United. They were playing at FNB Stadium. That's a Kaizer Chiefs home ground. And this is certainly not their home ground. Now, Chiefs, or rather Orlando Pirates here looking to go back in front there from a set piece. There is a change though. Is the ref going to allow the change first or let the free kick be taken first? As she gets more attitude from the players. They've been putting her under a heap of pressure. Having to lay down the law here. And yeah, Pirates have got two players ready to come on. They want to finish this in 90 in the regulation 90. But first, let's see what they do with this one. Solid header on that one. Is that well, the signal is for a okay. Must have come off the Pirates attacker last. There you go, Fortune Makaringa looking for someone to come and put his foot on the ball in that midfield. Bandile Shandu will come onto his favorite right side before Mako has gone quiet, I wonder.
You're looking at Fortune Makaringa coming in. It's a positive change. It's a defensive midfielder who plays as a 6. For a midfielder who's Makaringa, ball-playing midfielder who plays as an 8, a box-to-box midfielder, Orlando Pirates will leave team as the only defensive man playing in that central role. They'll have Fortune Makaringa joining as an 8, a double 10 of Eloche and Dlamini. But with the substitution that is being made now, with Shandu coming in, I think he's coming in for the captain Fantastic in Mayela. Yeah. Now it will mean that Mako will come and play at left back. Shandu will go to right back, and that's how Orlando Pirates are going to change the shape now in that back four. Mako in a more natural position, Shandu as the fullback on the right hand side, but Makaringe needs to control the tempo of the game together with Eloch and Esami.
There you have it, then broken down by Pomozo Manenja, and Pirates now 3 changes that they've made. Dondol Stars have made 3 themselves. Roy's been solid at the back. So yeah, they would become only the second tier from the 3rd tier. Dondol Stars were to do the unthinkable here. They are the only team that's the non-PSL team still left in the competition, remember? Throwing will go the way of Dondol Stars. Ref deciding that the last touch came off Erasmus. And then on his feet, barking instructions. You can't accuse him of taking the opposition light. You feel that his stronger side, and that was a clear indication of a show of intent and a show of respect for the opposition.
Pirates came into this game, Titi, in the last 5 games in all competition, 5 straight wins, scoring 11 goals, keeping 3 clean sheets. He played the same team. He wanted continuation, that is Coach Rivero. But unfortunate, because when you're looking at Dondol, they had a plan for this game. They wanted to frustrate Pirates, blocking the passing lanes with Munama in that midfield. But Sambu and Baloi has been magnificent for me at the back. So it has been a great game of football all round.
Gumede collecting that one. The 8 previous quarterfinals, the Orlando Pirates, none of those quarterfinals have all been decided in open play. 3 had to go to extra time, but they've never been taken to penalties in a quarterfinal match.
Looking at the last game in the Nedbank Cup against Venda Football Academy, they had to go to extra time. They had to go to Thembiko Seloch to be able to find that winner during extra time. I'm sure they don't want to go to extra time in this moment. They will try by all means. But that does not mean Dondol will not be trying a trick or 2 of their own.
They've shown that they've got a threat in them. Yes, Marco now out on his more regular left side of attack. Crossing easily intercepted. Now we'll see, will the Dondol Stars have the gas and the engine to go to extra time? Again, more good work in the defensively here now. Still no, they're struggling to get out of their own half now, being pinned back. 12 minutes on the clock. Last time Pirates were here, were in the quarters in 2021. Was penalized. Okay, and see what the Highline Pirates are holding now, and that says Dondol Stars are inviting them onto them.
That's how they started the first half. As you see, Kemet Erasmus been brought down. That's one thing that Kemet Erasmus does well. He's going to drop into that midfield. But the key is when he drops into that midfield, you need a Dlamini, a Lodge, a Saleng to be making those runs in behind where he's dropping in. That's one thing that Pirates needs to do so well. But also, Munama, as soon as he's dropping in, that is Erasmus, you need then to pass him over to a Munama that is playing as a 6, as a defensive midfielder.
free kick. Chance to float it into the box as you can see there Sambo calling on them to push up. Wants them to hold the line. Saling is the man lining it up. Going for the blind side run there. Oh! How did it stay out? No, that didn't look like it crossed the line. Didn't look like it crossed the line. My word! But from that angle, to get that, to do that, that was some effort. Great run from the blind side there. He's very confident, is the referee Boneni. I mean, referee's assistant, Mr. Boneni there. Take a look at this, you'll see.
The whole circumference of the ball has to cross the line. I don't think it's the whole circumference of the ball. There's a part of the ball that has crossed the line, but it's not the whole circumference.
There could be a chance. Oh my word! I think he had scored that before he actually took the shot in the ZD launch. He was miles off target. Once again, some good work from Kermit Erasmus. Came off the bench against Chippa United as well, did some good work.
I think the pace of the ball made it a little bit difficult for Temi Kosiloch, but the movement of Kermit Erasmus since he has come on has been magnificent. He's able to bring a Saleng into play. He's able to bring a Temi Kosiloch into play. This game is far from over, TT.
Although there's only 9 minutes of it remaining. Is there anything in it here for Dondol Stars? They haven't done much here. They've been on the back foot as Erasmus will be called back for the foul on Sambo. It's good eyes for the ball there.
Yeah, nothing malicious. Yeah. The question is, does he get him with the elbow? Yes, his eyes are on the ball. He's just trying to use his body to protect that ball. It was an accident from my view, but you can see that the ref, good positioning, she sees everything that is happening in front of her.
The trailing arm from Kermit Erasmus as he tried to protect the ball. Back to China. There have been plenty of goals in the Nedbank Cup this season. The most that we've had at this stage of the competition, 101 goals. As we had 100 and, yep. It's a look at the attempts on goal there, and the players that have had an attempt. Temi Kosiloch has looked lively, really, from the first half of Orlando Pirates, and he's also got a goal to show for it.
Very positive, always availing himself when Pirates are in position, always availing himself to receive the ball in behind the defenders. His skill and pace has been a weapon that Orlando Pirates have used well in this game. Also, you see a Dlamini that has got 2 attempts at goals. He just needs to get more into that final third.
So last year we had 103 goals in the tournament. We've already got 101, and we're still at the quarter-final stage. And this is the first, by the way. We can make that 103 goals now. We've actually equaled last year's total tally of goals in the Nedbank Cup because of these 2 goals here. It's a clumsy challenge there. And the clumsy challenge gets a yellow card. They're picking them up. They're racking them up now. The latest going to Nyambani.
He has been asking for it. He has been mistiming tackles here and there, but he has had a fantastic game alongside the captain Munama Nyambani in that midfield. They are playing as 2 6s. They've been screening that back four. They've been protecting that back four well. He has been amazing so far in that midfield in terms of blocking the passing lanes and breaking play.
Saling. said it's been a quiet one by his standards. It's basic. Dodge. One steady turn ball. Miguel Tim tries to find him and does so. Heavy touch there from Erasmus. Pirates still keep possession. It's a great sweeping ball. Now Marco. Look at the number of white jerseys in that area. Dondol trying to avoid did that one go out? It did indeed. Throw in. Floated in towards the back post there by Makaringe. Minutes plus any stoppage time or additional time that will be added by the referee. Shot from range. Keeper well positioned. Take the sting of it and then collects it at the second attempt.
He makes it look easy. Marco has got time and space, an option to go to a Saleng. He goes straight for the shot, uses the lace technique. Does not generate the power that will trouble Gumede in goals. A man with 19 clean sheets in all competitions so far.
Remember, Pirates on a run of 5 successive wins in all competitions at the moment. Dondol Stars, 1 loss in their last 6 matches. They've won every other one. 5 of their last 6 they've registered wins. Saleng keeps the run going.
This is where the conditioning of the players becomes key.
Yeah.
You're looking at the Dondol Stars that play in the ABC Mutipe. You're looking at an Orlando Pirates team that plays in the DSTV Prem. But when you're looking at the fitness level, I don't see much of a gap between the two teams. It says a lot about the conditioning of Dondol. They're still pressing the ball.
Makarin. And by the way, they've already gone the distance in this tournament. As they did against Amazulu, we saw that they got what it takes to play 120 minutes.
If you asked the Dondol coach, there is the conditioning that I'm speaking about. There is the conditioning we're speaking about. Nyambane starting to feel his hamstring. He has worked his socks off. He has covered every inch of grass on this field of play today, together with the Munama. The 2 central midfielders for Dondol has been amazing for me this afternoon. They've been amazing in terms of breaking play. They've been amazing in terms of blocking the passing lanes for Dondol. Those 2 have been amazing. Gumede, nothing wrong with him. He just wants medical attention to go to his teammate, Nyambane.
And I wonder what the ref will make of this. Whether she won't take a dim view of it. And Kermit Erasmus, I think, is pointing it out to the referee to say that there's nothing wrong with this fella. And I think that's also probably what the assistant is saying, like, I mean, you are being duped here. Minute and a half. Just in case you haven't been with us, this is how the goals came. Robert Erasmus setting up Lodge. Erasmus coming off the bench.
Goal number 4 in all competition for Thembinkosi Lodge. Goal number 3 in 3 Nedbank games for Thembinkosi Lodge. Makungo rising the highest to meet that ball at the highest point, getting that equalizer for Dondol Stars. Goal number 25 in all competitions for Makungo.
That is some record, eh? That is some record. Goal 25 goals. play a lot of matches, of course, in that league. They've already played 33 matches in the league of Dondol Stars, so there's plenty of time to rack up the goals. Rivero.
At the age of 30, Makungo, having played for Umtata Bucks, Cosmos, do you think there's attention from the DSTV Prem?
Hey, you want the finished article? There you go. If you just want someone who knows his way to goal, his age doesn't matter. You know, goals are hard to come by. Our top scorer in the DSTV Premiership is only on 11.
He's on more than double
that. Yes. As Marco wants something. Is he going to get the corner? He is. Into 4 minutes of additional time. Can Pirates break some hearts here with a late goal?
CBC goes up. The height of Makaringe, the height of Toki, they need a good delivery from Lodge.
Now it comes in. Chance from the edge of the box. And a lot of bodies to try and get it through, but now Dondol Stars can break here. Leaves the ball behind. That's Makungo. And Pirates have regrouped now. Pirates have regrouped now.
They've really used that transitional ball so well. That break attack ball, that is Dondol. Unlike in that moment, great interception coming from CBC.
Now, at the other end, Gumede, it's just too long.
If you said to the coach of Dondol before the game started, 1-1, 90 minutes, do you take it? He would have gladly said yes.
He would have grabbed it and run. In it comes again, and too close to Pirates had previously played non-top flight sides on 20 different occasions, and they've only lost twice. So they've got a decent record against the Minnows. Platinum Stars in 2003, and of course famously in 2013, Maluti FET were the two sides that
the last game in the Nedbank Cup for Dondol, they won it on penalties. The last game for Orlando Pirates in the Nedbank Cup, they won it at extra time. That's where we're heading.
Yeah, no doubt about that. With only, and I shouldn't say no doubt about that. It only takes a second to score a goal, and we still have more than a minute to play of the additional minimum four. Makaringe working it wide. This is good from Pirates. Chance now to shoot for Shandu. Gumede goes flying through. Excellent football all round.
You did say a minute is a long time. Good combination play. Lodge, Fortune Makaringe. Then it finds Shandu. He goes for that Kela. A brilliant save coming from Gumede. Quick feet movement, reflex save to get that ball over the bar. 19 clean sheets in all competitions. He has been amazing in goals for Dondol Stars. That smile.
He's enjoyed it. He enjoyed that. Now take a few more seconds off the clock. Went flying on. It's a spectacular save that he made there, but great football all round. Kermit is having words now with Makungo. There's a big smile on Rashmisa's face there. Man who captained Dondol Stars when they gained promotion from SCB League. He was teammates with Lesedi Kapinga in that Dondol side. You know Kermit Erasmus is not one to back away from a good argument. He's having words now with the Dondol captain.
There's no reward to guess who Kaizer Chiefs is supporting. Orlando Pirates supporters, at least they've managed to rent Botha for this game.
Yes, they managed to co-opt Botha, Mzila, and who loves his football. Now, what a game it's been, though. It's been an absolutely great vibe as well. And credit to both sides. They played their role in making this an entertaining a match. First quarter, the first of our 4 quarterfinals. Now there's a man who's keeping up with the moment and with the current affairs. Apparently only Thabo Bester can stop Pirates. Question is, who is Thabo Bester? Pirates with the corner, late on now. Looking to turn, close down quickly. Now, can they break? Oh! First things first, check on the players, as the referee does. Calls on the stretcher. Looked like a clash of heads there. Didn't look good at well. Happened in that high-speed collision. Nyembani looks like it was it in the head? Yeah, it was in fact a pattern there. Both players with their eyes on the board. It's bound to happen there. Patlana. Oh, yeah, so got it on the side of the head there.
Looks like Patlane comes out the worst in there. Both players having their eyes on the ball. A good call by the ref. As soon as it happens, he calls the medical teams to say, I need you on the field of play. We need to attend to this. Head injuries needs to be attended.
It was a hard one for Patlane, as you say, got the worst of it. And of course, play will stop, but it looked like he's okay. So yeah, there we go. And got to be very so careful with this one. So team doctor, I'm sure, will attend to him and make sure that is okay. That's Selonsoko is the team doctor. Thumbs up from Miguel Tim to say Bandile Shandu is okay.
The experience of Miguel Tim, though, he has the ball with him. He says, I'm not going to hand that ball over. You're looking at the coach of Dondol Stars, Rasha Muse, the man that used to play in defensive midfield for Dondol Stars, now coaching this team. The man that used to play for TUT at Varsity Cup level in that midfield has managed to take Orlando Pirates all the way to the 98th minute.
Some effort, some effort. Bandile Shandu has been booked, by the way, for his part in that collision. The referee deeming it a bookable offense. So Bandile Shandu, the latest into the book then. Look at that, we're playing into the 98th minute now. So I guess the referee will add a few more minutes for the time that it took for those two players to get treatment. We'll have to see how much more time it will play. They want to get it into the box as quickly as they can. Oki gets underneath it. That's it. The referee is not going to add any more time. And this one is going to extra time. Dondol Stars yet again for the second game in a row against more fancied PSL opposition have come from behind to force the game into extra time.
That's where you need the big players, the likes of Thembi Kosiloch, edging his team to say, come on guys, it's not the end of the game. We still have 30 more minutes to push. Kevin Rasmus, he came off the bench and he gave that assist to Thembi Kosiloch. He has made a difference. He's coming into that number 9 position, holding up the ball, bringing his teammates into play.
So after 98 minutes, it's Dondol Stars 1, Orlando Pirates 1. We go to 30 minutes of extra time. All set then for 30 more minutes, so 15 each way. It will be Dondol Stars in the white strip with the red trim. That will get us back underway. Looking to create a little bit more history as a club and match the feat or the efforts of Baroka in 2011 by becoming only the second team from the third tier to make it to the final of the Nedbank Cup, or to the semi-finals. Well, we know that we have had teams, of course, from the lower tier make it all the way. Famously, TS Galaxy beating Kaizer Chiefs in the final with a player who is an Orlando Pirates player, of course, out of known, scoring the winner there, Zakere Lepasa from the penalty spot as Marco takes his eye off the ball. Well, there will be a lot of conversations about that moment when he brought down Makungo in the first half for what looked like should have been a penalty.
We need to give credit to Dondol for that. They did not drop their heads. They did not complain that much. They carried on with the game. They kept searching for that goal. They kept frustrating Orlando Pirates. And that says a lot about the discipline of the players of Dondol.
And if you believe in omens and that kind, I don't know that you're a superstitious type. It's always been 10 years in between when Pirates have lost to lower league opposition in the Nedbank Cup. 2003, they lost to Silver Stars as they were then. 2013, Maluti FET. We're in 2023.
TT. Yeah, hey, the way our control room is laughing, I guess they believe in superstition.
Saling. He could still produce a moment. He's the kind of player you leave out there as long as you can, because he's capable of turning a game on its head with one moment of brilliance, and that's why you leave a Saling out there. It doesn't matter how quiet a game he's having. Got a free kick here. Sambo. And Gumede, that's my still at it. What a combustible character this one is.
A smart player, that is Gumede Rasmus. He sees he's in trouble. He draws a foul from Sambo. That is experience. And that's experience. You can see that he's trying to frustrate Sambo. Since coming on, he has already created a goal. That is Gumede Rasmus. He will keep playing on the nerves of Sambo at all times.
And he's been in his ear the whole time as well, chirping him. He's been around as Gumede Rasmus. Gumede now. This is a dangerous position. This is certainly the kind of range where Saling can damage. Can he produce a bit of gold here as he flashes gold there with that smile, Saling? Floats it to the back post. Good defending, facing his own goal, safety first from the big man, Baloy. He's Victor Makumbo doing the defensive work.
The teamwork.
All hands on deck, yeah.
The teamwork from Dondol. They do everything as a group. Makungo coming back during defensive set plays to help because he does have that aerial presence.
Oh, Gumede came for it, but Spirit was recovered, and then he will go down and just take his time about this one. No rush. What happens here? Collides there. The referee didn't see it as a foul, colliding with Oki. There's a 50-50 ball there to be contested. Oki with a bigger frame just barged this man out the way. So often those go in favor of the goalkeeper. A protected species out there.
And they have the advantage of using their hands, but they're the most protected players on the field of play.
They even wear gloves.
They are even allowed to wear caps when the sun is out.
You don't see that much these days. Keepers wearing, oh, the players colliding there too. Dondol players getting in each other's ways. Lodge loses his footing. Patlani. Forced into mistakes here now. Of course, the tired legs as well mean that that's when mistakes will creep in as well. Fatigue leads to mistakes, and that goes not just for footballers but in life in general.
Nyambane has been amazing in that midfield. Did you see how he tracked Shandu all the way until he conceded a throw-in for his team? But in terms of tracking players, protecting that back four, he has done amazing in this game.
That's a Nyambane that they just call him Legend 45. Now, it's a free kick. Is that a boot that's flown off? Yeah, so lost his boot as well. Just to indicate that Makaringe got a huge chunk of him there. And Munama pointing out, you see, did he take the boot off himself? Yeah, he did. Makungo.
No, we need to give him an award. We need to give him an award.
Wasn't that much in that one?
Yeah, it is a foul.
Yeah,
listen, it is a foul.
Yeah.
There's a knee. There's a knee on his lower back from Makaringe. It's a foul. The referee has blown the whistle. Hey, Mara, what comes after? Hey, DT.
I thought Makaringe did catch him on the heel, but it wasn't like with the studs or anything like that. And Makumbo is milking it.
Now he's okay. No medical attention. He's okay. He's wearing his boot. I think it's time wasting, Titi. I think it's time wasting.
Gamesmanship here by the team from the lower reaches. Now the medics are on, the paramedics are on then. He'll have to go off the field of play. He's played. Now, it's a free kick and a rare opportunity for Dondol to get the ball into the box here. They've been under the cosh since the latter stages of the second half. And they've been just holding that low block, which they've done efficiently, I must say, today. They've defended extremely well.
They've really defended well. I love how they defend as a group. You can clearly see the back four.
Now, Gumede was out of his goal there. It would have been a heart and throat moment for the goalkeeper when you're helpless, completely helpless, looking as the ball has got it go. It's his launch with a cutback. Tim. Dlamini to Makaringe. Makaringe. Pirates are going to make a change. Gion Hotto standing by. Waseka Mako will be the player to go off. Dlamini with a reverse pass. Keeper comes out. Playing that one is Shandu's ball. Deflection on its way through. Just over 5 minutes in of this first half of extra time remaining. So work it wide now. He should still be fresh. Muchizi came off the bench. Can't get around Makaringe. was in possession, but the referee feels illegally so. Nyambane again.
He just needs to be careful. You need a Baloy to speak to him. You need a Sambu to speak to him. Already on a yellow, and after the yellow, he has fouled 2 or 3 players again. So he just needs to be careful, because the next thing he will be getting his second yellow. Dionoto comes onto the field of play for Paseka Mako. I'm sure that Orlando Pirates will want him to give them the 60-40, give them more 60% of offensive work and the 40% of defensive work. Orlando Pirates are bringing him Dionoto, who will play as a wing-back in this position now, trying to add numerical advantage going forward for Pirates on the left-hand side.
Coming on for his third appearance in the Nedbank Cup, Dionoto hasn't been at his most prolific in front of goal, with only 2 goals in all competitions. Domestic, and flashes a big smile as a Namibian. So, unfortunately, we would have had 2 Hottos on the field, and now Tsepas Kosana went off.
No, please explain for the viewer that just walked in.
Tsepas Kosana is a Dondol Stars player who goes by the nickname Hotto. But he's sitting on the bench as Tsepas Kosana. He went off with an injury, unfortunately, early towards the end of this first half.
And when he's at training, that is the Tsepas Kosana. At training, they call him Dion Hotto. Now, Hotto is on the field of play. Hey, there would have been a big confusion.
And I think that the referee could have blown him up, actually, for doing that. Now, slipping in a dangerous-looking ball here. Hotto couldn't get his feet right there, but they thought that he had the last touch. No, it came off the defender, and that's why the signal is for a corner. Now, this is where Pirates can profit. Looking to advance as we see corner number 8 for Pirates. That's a measure really of the team that's been doing the most attacking. Not the best from Lodge there, couldn't clear the first man. The captain, Munama. Last final the Pirates were in was against the Super Sport in 2017. Lost back-to-back finals to Super Sport United in the Nedbank Cup. He comes there. Under the hammer here. Good work again from Gumede. That was a difficult one. That was a tricky one. He was dipping under the crossbar. Switch on, he says.
One attribute that he has is his quick feet movement. That is Gumede. Quick foot movement, the reflex save, gets it over the bar.
Not the biggest, as I said, but he moves very quickly. He really now moves across that line very quickly. And what you lack in size, you should make up for in agility. If you think there's Makungo, man who got the equalizer. Team's Dondol's leading goal scorer. And it comes again from another corner from Pirates. Is it another? And this time it came off Spacey. Spacey, who has scored, of course. His 1 goal this season came from a set piece on a night of driving rain in the Stellies.
He rises the highest, does not get control of that ball, tries to meet it at the highest point. That is easy, but he's not able to bring it down. But no marking from Dondol. No marking, no tracking from Dondol in that instant. Are they getting tired? That's the question.
Concentration slipping. They've been so disciplined up to now as Salem looks to do what Salem does. issue the ball away there from shot, and again he's well positioned, takes the sting of the ball, moves quickly to regather it. That's Sphamandla Gumede.
Rather take the ball out as Sambo. He plays that ball, he gives a perfect opportunity for Orlando Pirates to attack. He's lucky that Gumede was correctly positioned. Any young defender watching, they're closest to the line, take the ball out, the team regroups. He nearly costed the team there.
Well, the Dondol players there were saying, but we are in attack. One blow the whistle and allow the attack to finish. But the referee has blown the whistle to end the first period of extra time, and it's as you were, still 1-1. Still very little to choose between the two sides, but it's Orlando Pirates that have been doing most of the attacking. So then 15 more minutes. Dondol Stars are putting up major resistance here against their more fancied opposition. 30 points, as I said, 30 positions in as far as South African League football is concerned. They are ranked 30 places below Pirates. But you wouldn't have guessed it. They really have given a good account of themselves. We're back underway. It's the Pirates that get us underway. The team top of their stream in the ABC Municipal League, holding out here against the team second in the top flight of South African football, Lodge. Kabela Dlamini tickles the ball. Makaring slipped into the area. Could be a chance here. Oh my word! Was it Lodge again? It was. It was Lodge again. Gilt-edged opportunity that was. What a beautifully worked move that was, though, by Pirates.
Ball rotation, they move the ball from the right-hand side where the pressure is. They move the ball to a non-pressure area. Erasmus with that cushion header. Awareness from Erasmus. He scans, he sees his teammate in a better position. Lodge should be putting this in the back of the net. Yes, he's on his weaker foot. Former Bafana international, former footballer of the season. You should be putting that in the back of the net.
Well, yeah, no, you would have put your money on him there to get what would have been his second of the game. Thembinkosi Lodge. But you know, one thing about Kermit Erasmus, he's not getting into the goal-scoring chances necessarily himself, but as we saw against Chippa when he came off the bench, he's done so much work in terms of setting up his teammates. Acts as a great decoy as well.
That's experience. That's a smart player. That's a team player. A player that always looks at a teammate that is in a better position and gives him the opportunity to have a shot at goal. He did that when Thembinkosi Lodge scored the goal. It was Erasmus with the assist. Again, he gives that cushion header for Thembinkosi Lodge to give Pirates the lead. Unfortunate, he couldn't put it in the back of the net.
Here is Lodge. He's had a good game as well for Pirates. Been busy, looking for work all the time. Otto with a spectacular pass away. Now, nice little touch here. Dondol asking Makungo to do some running. Has he still got anything left in the tank, Makungo? I did say it's going to be a lonely afternoon for him upfield. He's going to have to do a lot of work by himself.
If you're playing as a number 9, as a target man, in a team that is playing with a low block, you'll be lonely all afternoon or all evening. He needs to be patient. He was patient enough to wait for his opportunity. When it came, he took it. That is Makungo. But he needs to be patient. That's the team dynamics or the team tactics this afternoon.
Pirates will not want to leave this to penalties. They will want to wrap it up in open play, as they have done so often in the quarterfinals.
Gumede says with his body language, I will save one if we go to penalties. I did so against Amazulu, and the rest of his teammates all put the ball in the back of the net.
saved the first of that penalty shootout against Amazulu and set them on their way, and they kept their nerve. Did Dondol Stars here. Now, what's going on here on the sidelines here? As Rashumusi, the referee, is going to have to intervene here. What's going on with Koriso? Rashumusi saw him exchanging. He was all the way there on the Pirates bench. What's going on? Well, the referee will hear from the fourth official. What's happening? There's a bit of drama down there in the tunnel between the Pirates backroom staff. This is well, there's all kinds of gamesmanship. Word is we're getting that this is all about the Dondol's keeper's water, which is behind the goals there, was stolen. The levels of criminality in this country.
Oh, the Dondol goalkeeper is thirsty. They must just give him water from the Pirates bench.
So the big man there in the tunnel, I don't know why, perhaps he's the one who stands accused of water theft. No wonder the ref sees the funny side of it.
No, but Pirates should be sharing their water. Why don't they give him water?
We have seen it all today. From Spygate to Watergate. Now we've seen it all today. This game has provided a heap of entertainment.
If Pirates are to score now, would you blame the water bottle?
You tell me, what goes in these water bottles? 10 minutes. As Hotto, who's always a threat to himself, of course, when Pirates move forward. He's due a goal. He's due a big goal. Is Dion Hotto. The Pirates fans will feel. Anyway, we'll do now. Into the last 9 minutes. As Lodge opts for the pass.
You can see the idea from Shandu. That back heel, you saw that Saleng was in a very good position. Had that gone well, it was a good move by Pirates.
Pirates bowed out at the quarterfinals last season. Bowed out at the quarterfinal stage. Whichever way things go here for Dondol Stars, they have exceeded not just their own expectations, but everyone else's expectations. This is a bad cut by the looks of things. Oki might not be coming on. There's Sandy Lentetwa behind him, who's getting himself ready to come on. Tetwa will make his first appearance if Koki can't carry on. Yeah, no, it doesn't look like Koki will carry on. It means we'll have a change of armband again as John Williams. He had 20/20 vision when he first started with Pirates. Now he's wearing those thick glasses. That's how long he's been with Pirates, the physio. Possession lost here. Now, very important interception there. Very important interception. Was that Shandu? Yeah, it got in the way.
Now, some of these substitutes that are going to be made, Titi, you also start to think about penalty takers. But the one of Toki coming off, it seems like it's because of that head injury that Toki won't be able to come back onto the field of play.
Does it be a sure penalty taker?
So does Mtetwa. He comes in for Toki. Toki would have been one of the 5 penalty takers because during the game, Toki takes penalties for Pirates if they do get those penalties. So it's -1 penalty taker for Orlando Pirates now.
He used to take the penalties at Amazulu as well. He's made a bit of an art form of taking penalties at Tapelo Toki. So that's a miss for Pirates as Tetwa is on the field here. His first appearance then. It's his second appearance in the Nedbank Cup, but only his 6th appearance of the season for Sandilen Tetwa. This is a player who has spent most of the last 3 seasons out on loan at Chippa.
Not a correct call to call that offside. Saleng was in line with the last defender at that moment when the ball was played by Tembinkosi Lodge. You're talking about Mtetwa making his 6th appearance, coming on now. 2:04 minutes so far before this game.
That's for the man, the big man. Caution for the goalkeeper. He's trying to wind the clock down, and the referee Makalima is not fooled. She's going to make a change. That will be the 4th change. How are they looking as well? They would also be thinking about penalty takers, no doubt. Dondol Stars.
Patlane came off the bench in the first half, in the first 30 to 35 minutes for the injured Skosana. They are sacrificing him now, bringing in Banyane. You ask yourself, is that sub that is being made for one of the penalty takers when you're looking at Dondol Stars? But he's also an attacking winger that can play on the left-hand side or on the right-hand side. He's got a lot of pace and skill. And they're trying to test Shandu on the right-back position.
Erasmus loses his footing, I thought, no, but the referee thought that was a foul. That's Erasmus. Kermit Erasmus. He'll start a fight in the phone booth.
He knows what he's doing. He's just trying to frustrate these Dondol young players, or these inexperienced players. That's all he's doing, Kermit Erasmus. That push says, I want a reaction out of you. You have a yellow card already. Let's see what you will do. Smart from Nyambane. That says what's going on.
Doesn't take the bait. Doesn't take the bait. Nyambane wants a heaven. Dondol, chance to break here. Dondol Stars, he's isolated. Is Makungo as he has been. Oh my word! Sipachene! Backtracking he was. Give credit to Makungo for the vision to see that. And the execution.
Transition. Break attack. Orlando Pirates loses the ball in the half of Dondol. Look at Makungo, one touch to control. He scans and sees that the goalkeeper is off his line. He goes for that chip. Good reflex save from Chaine. He backpedals and manages to get a touch on that ball. A goal written all over it from Makungo.
Reminds me of a moment with the late Senzo Meiwa in a similar situation where he was backtracking. He had to do some spectacular acrobatics there to put the ball over the net as he backtracked, and China this time makes a comfortable catch. Man down, there's Munama. He's gonna stay down. A referee will have to go and attend to that, but China is on the spot to say that this is just a time-wasting referee. Leave it to me. Kandieke says Akona Makalima, referee was Akona Makalima. I'm not sure what's happening, but his line flattened there is Munama. Didn't see anything that looked that serious. Is he the man that took the header? Or is this just more gamesmanship? Oh, it's quickly up now.
They call it a lottery.
Penalties, yeah. Is it still a lottery though?
2 minutes from penalties. Miguel team comes off and they bring in Dondol. Pirates are playing without a defensive midfielder now. They're playing with double eights. They really want to get a late goal in this game. Two-time finalists in Dondol comes onto the field of play. Scored a goal in the final of the Nedbank Cup when TTM won it. That is in Dondol. He is in the final. Is he one of those that is going to take a penalty if Pirates are to get one? That's the big question.
I would put a bet on the fact that he would be. As you say, a man who scored a spectacular winner when he was with the TTM as they were then to win the trophy against Chippa United.
An experienced man like a Miguel team, you don't see him taking a penalty. Strange for me. But Rivero was there when they were practicing penalties.
Perhaps Tim opted out, but I don't think that's likely. He doesn't seem like the type to shy away from a challenge. So into the last 30 seconds then of extra time. What an effort here. Whatever happens at the end of this one, what an effort from the team from the third tier.
What is their slogan?
Well, yeah, no. Chama the feet! That's what they'll be shouting when they go to those penalties now, which seem like a certainty now. Maybe one last attack. There's two men up here. That's a poor ball. There were two men up before Dondol there. There was a poor ball. That's a tired-looking cross there. Very tired-looking cross. Maybe Hotto with the fresher legs. Can he produce something special here, Dion Hotto? The real Dion Hotto lays it back. Is that it? Referee allows it to carry on. Offside. That should be it then. That should be it, and we are heading for the drama of a penalty shootout. Two players offside there.
Correct call. Assistant ref correctly positioned to make a good call.
This is also probably another change with penalties in mind, I can only imagine. This will be Munama, Baloy, Nameka, and Mnyembane as well. And Matiane were the takers. Raliba King comes on for Nomala, so he won't be taking a pen this time around.
Like for like, one left back for another. Raliba King coming on, 32 years of age, has played for TTM Cosmos. Will he be a penalty taker? Final result.
That's it. Referee Akona Makalima says that's it. I didn't have more time to give you, Lodge, who's taking over the captain's armband. I would imagine he is taking a penalty. I remember him missing a very important penalty as well, Tim, because the launch in the past.
You're talking about the Nedbank Cup final when Baroka lifted the TKO under Nyirenda. Lodge was one of the players that missed the penalty. He went on, though, that season to be footballer of the season.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Sphamandla Gumede, he's done his part. He's going to have to perform more heroics as well. The hero in the round of the last 16 against Amazulu. Save the first one from Gabadinho Mahango, which set Dondol on their way as they converted all their penalties. After 120 minutes, still nothing to separate Dondol Stars of the ABC Municipal League from Orlando Pirates of the Premiership, the 8-time winners. 1-1. Again, then the big decision will be who goes first. Always an advantage to take the first penalty if you score it, of course. On condition that you can take the early advantage. As a toss done for that. And it looks like Munama has got the first pick. Will you kick first? Will you take the first kick, or what is his choice?
Munama took the first penalty against Amazulu and he scored that penalty. Will he hold his nerve today and take the first one for Dondol? That's the big question.
It was Amazulu that won the toss on that occasion. Well, it was Amazulu that took the first of the penalties. Kabadinho Mhango stepped up and this man made a save. Could it be his moment again? Sipho Chaine looking also for his moment to be a hero.
Sipho Chaine has got 5 clean sheets in all competitions for Orlando Pirates. Gumede has got 19 clean sheets in all competitions for Dondol.
Right, here it's all about, I mean, as you said, there would have been a bit of, when was the last time they would have seen Pirates taking penalties? That's another thing. It's been a while since Pirates have been involved in a penalty shootout. So Dondol wouldn't have had that, as you were saying, also would they've had the capacity to go and do a major analysis. Well, as for Pirates, they've seen Dondol Stars in the last round. Instructions as to how they move, what's allowed, what's not allowed. They always say stay on the line, but how often have we seen them move? And we take a step forward. You can move along the line, but you may not move off your line. And I reckon they always move. It's a very difficult call to make, especially in the absence of VAR, to make a call that the player moved, the keeper moved. There it is, Munama again.
The assistant ref becomes very important in penalty shootouts. He needs to check the goalkeeper if he leaves his line early. That's his role as the assistant ref.
It's China that will face the first one as Munama, the captain of Dondol, has opted to take the first one. They'll go first. A chance for the early advantage. Is an experienced man. Puff of the cheeks here. By this point, you expect he's already made his mind up about which way he's gonna go. Is he gonna be a short little runner? China stares him down and he moves. Munama, wow, plants it in the roof of the net. What a confident penalty. Has a bit of fun with China as well. That's a beautiful penalty.
A beautiful penalty. At that height, no keeper is saving that. But the celebrations, though, is it too early, TT?
It's confident. Hey, listen, they're having a good time. But the thing is, once China had committed, but then he chose a hard option. You could have just rolled it into the net. Then he went for the top corner. Here is Hotto to square it up. Man who came off the bench. Dondol Stars scored all 5 penalties, all 5 their penalties against Amazulu. John Hotto has the responsibility of the first one. Looks calm enough. Sphamandla Gumede, can he perform heroics here? Goes the wrong way. Hotto, whoa. There's no saving that one as it hits the net on the inside there of the side netting. There's not many keepers reaching that one, even if he had guessed the right way. Superb penalty.
Experience came off the bench. I'm sure he knew that he was going to take one of the penalties. It hits the side netting. No keeper is getting there. Well taken penalty by Dionato.
And hit with that pace. So 2 excellent penalties that we've seen. Here comes the big man, Paloi. Took the second one. It looks like the same order that they took them in against Amazulu. Paloi takes the second one as he did against Amazulu. So far, it's exactly the same order. And he can't bear to look. Paloi, oh, it's a poor penalty. No power. He claims the keeper moved. What does the referee say? It looks like there will be a retake, yeah. The assistant says China moved. He moved for the first one as well. It didn't matter though because it was converted. No way, you reckon? We'll see in a moment from the replay. We'll see. Paloi has a second chance and he can count himself very like he's going to get a second chance because this was a dreadful penalty. But you can see China was off his line there. No hesitation from the assistant.
We did say the sole responsibility of the assistant ref is to check where the goalkeeper's feet are. Baloyi choked the first time. Let's see now.
Take two. He's been given a mulligan, as they would say in the golf terms. Second time around, China, will he stay on his line? Baloyi goes for the longer run up, and this time drills it down the middle. He wasn't trying to be clever about it the second time. He saw what happened when he tried to be too clever, and this time he gets a huge sigh of relief as it's 2-1. The advantage stays with Dondol.
Well taken penalty the second time around. The first time I thought he tried to be smart, and China caught him out. But well taken penalty with the second one. They take the lead.
Spacing. Man who's a leader in his own right. A captain in his own right. We've got a few of them in this side, the Pirates. And now to restore parity and keep it at 100%. Poker face is Rivero. Spacey staring down Gumede. Gumede dives the right way, but again it goes into the side netting. There's no catching it. When it goes into the side netting like that, you saw he guessed the right way, but there was no reaching it.
Experience, leadership, goes for power. No keeper is catching that. It hits the side netting. Well taken penalty by Usibisi.
4 well taken. Well, no, we've had 3 very well taken penalties.
You're correct. Yeah. 4 well taken, and there was one that was saved. There's 5.
We've had 5 actually, yeah.
But it's 2-all.
Yeah. So we continue. 2 out of 2 for Dondol Stars, and now it's that man Sambo. He didn't play in that game against Amazulu, so they're looking to his experience here. Oh, goes for the little hop and sends China the wrong way. Easy as you like. Another well-taken penalty. Dondol Stars not going anywhere.
Well-taken penalty. Composure. He's calm. He's confident. Former Free State Stars, TTM, JD, Royal Eagles. Calmness, experience. Puts it in the back of the net. Well taken.
A little Jorginho hop, skip and a jump there. Bruno Fernandes does that as well. And now, you know that Kamohelo Sambo does that as well. Now, Ndlondlo, who came on the bench late on to take a penalty. I've seen him score a penalty before for Pirates. And he has another opportunity to do so. Winner of this tournament, of course, with his previous club, is the little big man. Eyeing him out. Is a picture of concentration here? Looking like a fly half, about to attempt a conversion here. Ndlondlo.
I think so cheaper.
Are we going to see a Panenka here? Sister staring at the ball there. Says, bring it here. Now he's talking to him. Sends him the wrong way. Utini. Pin it in the bush. 3-all. We go on.
Adipinda. Experience. Has been in pressure situations. Have scored in the Nedbank final. He has lost as a finalist with Marumo Garants. Ndlondlo, one of those that came off the bench, knowing that he's going to take one of the penalties. Well taken penalty.
Excellently done. We've seen some really well taken penalties here this afternoon. So this was one of the stars of the game, if not the man of the match.
I have to agree with you. Had the game ended and did not go to penalties, he would have been my man of the match. He took penalty number 4 when they played against Amazulu.
And here he goes again, taking penalty number 4. So they've stuck with what has worked with them, was worked for them. And here is Tabang Nyembane. Tabang Nyembane to keep Dondol ahead. Oh, goes straight down the middle. High risk. High risk. And that very nearly caught the boot of China. But he seems that no fuss. 4-3.
Waited for the goalkeeper to commit. The confidence.
He looks so calm, actually.
I'll pay the liver on Van.
Yeah, no. But you know what they say about liver. Liver, you're a killer. Liver, you're a life giver. Spindu ya pilisa. Spindu ya bulala. Dlamini scored against Chippa United. His first in the DStv Premiership. Now to keep this thing going. 4-3 to make it 4-4. The keepers haven't really gotten near any of them. Gumede now, a little bit more movement on the line than we've seen previously. Let's see what Kabelo Dlamini does. Dlamini goes for the cool, calm, and rolls it, barrels past that. Gumede 4-4. And now, pressure. This is pressure now.
Calmness. He plays in a 10 position. He always plays in areas that are overcrowded. He keeps his cool, waits for the keeper to commit, puts it in the back of the net. Well taken from Kabelo Dlamini.
Well, they're going to have to change Dondol Stars because Matiane, the man who took the 5th penalty against Amazulu, didn't feature here this afternoon, so someone else will have to step up. Someone else will have to step up here. It is Whitehead Nameka. Maketo, they call him. But I guess Kepe Maketo. Let's see what he can do then. This to keep it going and make it 5 out of 5. Maketula, oh, too clever for your own good. Too clever for your own good. It's a shocker. Too easy. China could have stopped it with his foot. He could have trapped it. That's how badly struck that was.
You can't try to be smart. It's the quarterfinals of the Nedbank Cup, TT. You can't try and be smart. You can't try new tricks. Against Amazulu, he did not do this. He took penalty number 3, put it in the back of the net. Jersey number 10 came off the bench. They had an eye on him taking one of the penalties. Jersey number 10 can't score.
And what a disappointing. You know what? He's going to have nightmares about that. A missed opportunity. So now, and now, just like that, it's all there for the taking for Orlando Pirates, who's been given the responsibility to take the big one. It's a man who came off the bench, Sandile Mthethwa. Yet to score. This is big. Is it Lord? Hang on. It is Mthethwa. This is... Well, listen, he's a confident guy, clearly. This to send Orlando Pirates to the quarterfinals for the first time since 2015. And whoa! What are you worried about? What's the issue here? And Sportingly goes over to the keeper first time. Well, what a beautiful penalty.
No wonder Rive, the coach of Orlando Pirates, did not panic when the captain was injured in Toki. He says, I'm going to take you out. I've got another man that takes penalties well. I've got another man that I saw at training taking penalties well. He keeps his composure. Takes that penalty like a seasoned striker, the center back, that is Mthethwa. Orlando Pirates through to the draw.
There you go. We have the first of our quarterfinalists in. And Orlando Pirates go one better than they did last season into the semis. They go, the first semi-finalist, I should say. The first name into the draw. But Dondol Stars, they can walk off the field with their heads held up high. They have certainly done, they've been a credit to themselves. They've been a credit to the league that they play in. Special mention to them.
They didn't lose a game in the Nedbank Cup because
Absolutely.
this goes down as a draw.
It's finished here. A win for Orlando Pirates by 5 penalties to 4. And the dream comes to an end for Dondol Stars.